Okay, so this is Florent, the mathematics teacher, and we are still looking at partial fractions, and we are looking at the last type, which falls under improper fractions. When do we say that we have an improper fraction? It is when the exponent of x of the numerator is either equal to or greater than that of the denominator, as we have here. Because here the highest exponent is x. Even when we expand this, we'll be getting x squared. And so far as the exponents are the same, we will say that they fall under improper fractions. Now, so first of all, this is what we do. We divide. But before we divide, let's do this. Let's expand what we have here. We are going to have 2x squared plus 1 over the expansion of this, which is x times s giving us x squared, x times 2 giving us positive 2x, negative 1 times x giving us negative x, the negative 1 times 2 giving us negative 2. This will finally give us 2x squared plus 1 over x squared plus x minus 2. Now, the next thing to do is to divide to obtain a quotient as well as a remainder. Now here, by long division, this is our dividend. So we have 2x squared plus, now we don't have x here, so we introduce 0x, then plus our 1, divided by the denominator, which is x squared plus x minus 2. So now the question is, x squared into 2x squared is going to give us positive 2. And now 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times x is positive 2x. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Now, by subtracting, we have 2x squared minus 2x squared, which is 0. Here, 0 minus positive 2x, 0x minus positive 2x will give us negative 2x. Then 1 minus minus 4 will give us plus 5. So now, we are going to have this. Our 2x squared plus 1 over x squared plus x minus 2 will now be written as here the quotient 2 plus our remainder, which is into bracket negative 2x plus 5 over the denominator, which is x squared plus x minus 2. And take note, x squared plus x minus 2 here is the same as into bracket x minus 1, then into bracket x plus 2. So now we are going to resolve this. So now we have minus 2x plus 5 over x minus 1, x plus 2. Now here, remember, since this is a linear factor, we break it into 2 as a on one of the denominators plus b on the other denominator. Then we solve. Now we find our LCM here, which is x minus 1, x plus 2. X minus 1 into this is x plus 2, plus here x plus 2 into this is going to give us x minus 1. Is equal to minus, or is identical to minus 2x plus 5 over x minus 1, x plus 2. Now, since the denominators are the same, we can equate the numerators and solve. So as we continue, we have a into bracket x plus 2 plus b into bracket x minus 1 is equal to minus 2x plus 5. Now, we need to clear one value in order to find the other one. So here we can easily make this one 0. by equating our x to positive 1. So we'll say that let x be equal to positive 1. Then we substitute, where we have minus 2 into bracket 1 plus 5 is equal to a into bracket 1 plus 2 plus b into bracket 1 minus 1. Now here 1 minus 1 is 0. So 0 times b is 0. But here we have negative 2 times 1, which is negative 2, plus 5 is equal to a plus is equal to 1 plus, which is 3, giving us 3a here. Now negative 2 plus 5 will give us positive 3 is equal to 3a. And now we'll say that our a is equal to our 3 here on this 3, where now a is equal to positive 1. So we are done with a. We need to find our b. So how do we find b? We need to introduce a value into this, which will give us 0. And basically, it is going to be negative 2. So we solve this again by saying that let x be equal to negative 2. Now we have negative 2 here, multiplying our x, negative 2, plus 5 is equal to a into bracket, negative 2 plus 2, plus our b here, negative 2 minus 1. Now, negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, plus 5. Here, our negative 2 plus 2 is 0. So we have 0. But here, negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 times b will give us negative 3b. Now, 4 plus 5 is positive 9, is equal to negative 3b. Now we continue. But remember that we had a as 1. Here, now our b is going to be equal to the positive 9 over the negative 3, where b is equal to negative 3. So now what do? We come back and substitute. Now we are going to have here, now we know our a as positive 1, our b as negative 3. Okay, so now what we have here will be written as we had this as the quotient, so our positive 2 comes, and then now plus what we had here. We saw that a is 1, so 1 on x minus 1. Then our b is negative 3, so plus negative 3 on x plus 2. We can say that 2 plus 1 on x minus 1. Then here positive times negative is negative. Minus 3 on x plus 2. So this is Florence, the mathematics tutor. Thank you for your time.